What are you doing here? It ain't Friday. Review. Right now? Sure. Can I wait like maybe 10 minutes? Yeah, I'm gonna go overthrow the government. Be right back. What the heck is up, you freaking smelly, BO infested nerds? Just kidding, you all smell very good. I can smell you through the screen, and you smell like lavender and roses. Today we're looking at Marvels, not a Marvel Legend necessarily. It doesn't say Marvel Legends on the package, so, you know, it's a legend in theory, but, you know, not really. We're looking at the Amazing Spider-Man, aka the Bombastic Bagman. You know, everyone's favorite version of Spider-Man showed up in the comics as a joke, but, you know, people loved him so much that he showed up a few other times. But yeah, look at them little tootsies. We're gonna check that out in a second. Let's go ahead and look at the back. It's same artwork as on the side. Little stars on the top, looks cool. And let's read the description really quick. It says, left without a costume, a desperate Peter Parker dons a spare Fantastic Four uniform and a brown paper bag, and so the Bombastic Bagman was born. Wow, what a guy. That was really cool. But enough about this. When you go look at the bottom right here, nothing really going on. Here's the whole back if you need to see it. And then the whole front one more time. I like how it stands up on its own like that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open. Alright, there's a dog barking in the background, but we are okay. We're going to be looking at accessories first. He doesn't come with much. It comes, as you can tell, from the beginning, he only comes with these two open hands. No thwipping hands, because, you know, Hasbro, real smart. Real smart Hasbro. You really done it this time. Okay? And he comes with this amazing accessory that everybody needs. A kick me sign from your boy, the Human Torch. Wow, looks really good. Stop looking at my finger. Wow, looks really good. Well, it pegs into the back. And there it is. Let's go ahead and look at the figure now. Alright, and here's our Bagman out of the packaging. And he's alright, I guess. He's a cool figure. I kind of don't understand why they use this Reed Richards body. I kind of wish they used the Human Torch body, because it's pretty much the exact same body. Like, I don't know if you guys remember the Human Torch from the Super Skrull wave, but it had the exact same body as the new Spider-Man figures that are coming out now. Not with the diaphragm joint, but with the ab crunch and the butterfly joints. Really, like a much better figure that they could have just easily done that with, but they decided to use the Reed Richards skinny body. Which kind of sucks because, you know, if you wanted to get him in some cool Spider-Man poses, I mean, it could have been a different figure. I don't know. Let's go ahead and look at the figure up close. You can see the eyes underneath. That is Peter Parker, I think. I don't know. You can look at the head underneath, but that shit looks kind of crazy. I do like how they actually put the little rivets on the bottom of the bag. That's cool. Wrinkles and details in the bag. Not really any actual paint detail. It's just straight up. Look, they even got the little fold on top. That's pretty nice. But no actual detail in there. We got the older suit, the black and white, which actually works pretty good if you have the the classic the Fantastic Four wave, the retro carded wave, because in that comic where he finally dons this suit, they're wearing their blue and white suits, so it matches. Not really a lot going on. The 4 is really nice and clean. Not a lot of defects on it. There's like no shading whatsoever from what I'm looking at. It's just all solid blue. Here's his feet. Really nice. Might have to paint those toenails myself, buddy. Yep. Interesting figure. Interesting figure indeed. Oh, and here's the kick me on the back. Looks really good. Just pegs right in the back. Spider-Man. Not even caking. But yeah. That's pretty much ya boy. As far as articulation goes, my man looks up about that much. So that's not really the best. But I mean, come on. Who you kidding at? Looks down about that much. Not too good. Rotates all the way around, of course. We do get a No butterfly joint, but we do get the shoulder joint that goes up and around. Bicep swivel, of course. Not pinless, by the way. Come on, Hasbro, you know, lacking. Double jointed elbows. I don't know if you guys saw me trying to, I mean, you obviously did. That shit was kind of hard, but double jointed elbows. Rotation at the wrist, of course. Goes back. And it goes forward, of course. We get that ab crunch that goes down about that much. Decent. And then we have the, goes back about, not that much. So yeah, that's a pretty, it's a bit of a bummer that our Spider-Man can't even arch that thing back, bro. Like I'm trying to see him arch that thing. Rotation at the waist, of course. Legs go up about that much, but they could go even further if you wanted to. Like about that much, but it goes off to the side. Straight, that much. To the side, that much. Then it goes to about that much, which, like I said, for Spider-Man, not impressed. And then calf rotation, of course. Double jointed knee, no pinless, of course. No boot rotation, but the foot does come up a little bit. This foot's a little stiff. It goes, I'm gonna use this foot instead. It goes up, it goes down, and then it goes side to side, ankle pivot. And yeah, bombastic fucking ripoff, if you ask me. Real quick before I continue, here's the Peter Parker head on the body. Looks pretty good. And I do like to, here, let me see, pop that off. And then sometimes I like to make up my own stuff. So I wanted to see what he looked like if we popped the black-headed Spidey. This is from the Future Foundation reverse colors. Just to see what he looks like with the hat on. It doesn't really match the glossy paint, but I mean, it looks kind of cool. I like that. Looks pretty dope. If you wanted to get him up there, maybe paint on some new boots, put some different boots on him. You could have a, you know, something cool. I don't know, whatever you want to do. It's your world, man. All right, and here he is with the Fantastic Four in the actual costumes to the comics. Yeah, they look pretty cool. You can tell that the Reed Richards and Spider-Man, Bombastic Bagman, are the exact same body. Doesn't make any sense to me. It could have been Spider-Man on this body right here, but you know, Hasbro was like, we're too smart for that. We're like, our IQ is like over 500 million. So we're just gonna put it on the Reed Richards body and call it a day. Thank you, bye. And here he is with the retro carded Spidey. He's a little bit taller than the retro carded Spidey, not gonna lie. It's kind of weird. But yeah, Bagman. Alright, and here he is next to the Spider-Gwen, or Ghost Spider, whatever you want to call her. Looking real good, just to show you how he stands next to another female. I mean, even though we just saw the Invisible Woman. Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse, Bagman. Alright, and here he is next to himself, Peter Parker, in the flesh. He could have just walked home in his regular clothes and been okay, but, you know, I don't know. Wanted to put a bag over his head for whatever reason. Then I had to bust out your boys, Cap and Iron Man, just to see how he stacks up against them. Looking real good, looking real nice. You know? I don't know. Alright, and here we have him next to just base form Johnny Storm. Which I think they should have just made the figure based off this body mold. They're making a bunch of Spider-Man figures right now, well, that already have came out with this body mold. I don't understand why they would even attempt to do it with this Reed Richards body mold. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, the only thing I could think of is they had a million fucking pieces of, they had a million body molds of Mr. Fantastic lying around. They're like, oh, well, we need to sell these, but we don't want to sell them full price. I mean, we don't want to sell them for half the price, so we're going to just put a bag over his head, change the feet, and boom, we got fucking Bagman. $25 re-release of a dumbass figure that we already had like 3 times. Not Bagman essentially, but the Reed Richards. Like, why wouldn't they put it on this body right here? Like, I don't understand what the logic. Maybe they wanted it because it's like early days, so he's like skinny. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me though. Another issue I had was he doesn't come with whipping hands, so I put the black suited Spider-Man hands on it just to see what it looks like, and it looked pretty good. I think it kind of matches with the white because it's got a little bit of white right here, but I mean, obviously it's not gonna, he has black hands right here, so maybe if you have the Future Foundation one, I have that one too, but I just couldn't find the hands for it right now because I have them in a box. But they work, you could fit them on, and I assume that you're gonna be able to do that with the with the Future Foundation one as well, so that works. Even though they should have just came with it for, you know, because it's fucking Spider-Man. Spider-Man fucking whips with his hands, but you know what? Hasbro was like, no, we're not gonna give you that. Nope, no. We're gonna give you Reed Richards body mold, bag head, no whip hands. What's going on, Hasbro? All right, yo. Final thoughts on this guy. I would pass on him if I'm being quite honest with you. The only reason why I would get this guy, I mean, I guess if you're a completionist and you're like, I need to have every single suit of Spider-Man ever, then here you go. This is for you guys. But if you want a good Spider-Man figure, definitely not it. If you want like a super articulate Spider-Man, this one's articulate, not as good as the retro card of Spider-Man. Not as good as the Johnny Storm figure, like that can actually do Spider-Man poses. This is just, I don't know. I'm just hating. I'm just hating because they used the wrong body mold. Like, think about it. Why would they use this body when they're making a bunch of different Spider-Mans this year and they all have pretty much the exact same body mold? Why would they do this? I don't understand. It just seems a little silly in my eyes. I don't know who came up with the idea. Like, you know what? We just got to get rid of all these Reed Richards bodies. So let's just make Bombastic Bagman and we'll make $1 million. I don't know. That just sounds really dumb to me. They could have just got the, like I said, Johnny Storm, the one that they use for everyone, every Spider-Man figure, damn near, except for the retro carded one, but they wanted to use Reed Richards. Kind of dumb in my eyes. Doesn't come with whip hands. The whip hands, you need those for a Spider-Man figure. Doesn't even come with those. So if this is your only Spider-Man that you're getting, you're not even getting whip hands. You're gonna have to improvise with some other hands or paint some other Spider-Man hands black to put them on there. Kind of dumb. Like, just doesn't make any sense to me. The figure is like cool, but it's like when you think about all this other stuff, it makes it less cool. At least in my book. So if you see this guy in the store, unless you're trying to flip him and, you know, get some sucker to buy this, I mean, go ahead, you could do that, but I would skip on it. I think that they could definitely make a better one. I bet you there's a custom out there that's way 100 times better than this. And now that if you have the bag, you had to pay $25 for a bag head to get, you know, to get that Bagman custom head, and then you could kick bash it. I don't know. I feel like I'm just rambling on at this point, so not really a big fan of this figure. It looks alright, but when you think about the body mold and the lack of whip hands, lack of accessories, no webs, no nothing. It's just, and $25, the standard Marvel Legends price. Like, if you're gonna make a figure that's like hella cheap like this and give us less stuff, then do me a favor and just not make it. How about that? Or make it cheaper. Do everyone a favor and make it $20 if you're not gonna give it. If you're gonna give it one pair of hands and a fucking kick me sign, you know. Like, this is how I feel right now. I feel like I'm wearing this. Hasbro, this is from Hasbro. They should just tack this to my back. But alright, that's the end of my video, my rant. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, I'm not the end all be all, obviously. If you like this figure, obviously go out and get it if you think you need it. You know, it's personal preference, but me, if you're asking for my advice, I would skip this one because there are definitely way better figures to buy right now, way better Spider-Man figures to buy. But if you're like, hey, you know what? I got $25. I got them all. Let me check out this Bagman. You might be disappointed, but I don't know. I was just not a big fan of this guy at all. Yep. Alright, well, shit. I ranted for 3 minutes on this part, so I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.